Hey guys, it's Icy, and for today's video I will show you how to do the days of the week in faux calligraphy with just a regular pen. I use a brush or a pointed pen whenever I do calligraphy, but did you know that you can use just a regular pen or a pencil to achieve the same effect? For this video I have chosen the Calligraphy pens from the primary selection. I absolutely love how bright and colorful these pens are, and I'm feeling a bit colorful lately, so I've chosen this to demonstrate my little faux calligraphy video. Oh, by the way, the pink pen that I will be using here is actually from the Tropical selection. Here is the A5 size notebook that I will be using today, so feel free to practice on a piece of paper or on a notebook and grab your pens and pencils, and let's get started. Calligraphy is basically a combination of thick and thin strokes. I won't really go into the technicalities of calligraphy, but if that is something you're interested in, I actually have a playlist on a full tutorial on faux calligraphy. So let's do the word Monday in shortened form, so basically just the first 3 letters of the word. And as you can see, I'll be adding another shade of ink to thicken certain parts of the letter. So the thick strokes are mainly known as the downstrokes in calligraphy, whereas the thin strokes are mainly called the upstrokes in calligraphy. Faux calligraphy is basically mimicking the look of calligraphy by just using a regular pen by adding thickened strokes in specific parts of the letter. Feel free to use the printable that's included in this blog post, and feel free to practice as much as you want until you're confident with the words that you do in faux calligraphy. And always remember to have fun with it and enjoy. I don't think there's a rule in calligraphy on how thick your thick strokes should be. I think it really depends on how thick you want them to be. So sometimes I like my thick strokes very thick, so I add more than 1 layer of ink. Sometimes I like them thinner, and I just end up adding a single layer of ink. So it really depends on you, and feel free to play around with the thickness of your downstrokes, and just as long as you can see the difference between your thick and your thins, I think that should be good. So for weekly layouts like this one, I would usually use the shortened days of the week in faux calligraphy. So now let's do the full words for the days of the week in faux calligraphy. So the previous demonstration, I added the shading to every stroke that I did, while on this one, I wrote the full word first in monoline calligraphy, and then I added the shade after writing the full word. It doesn't really matter which method you prefer. I think it's really personal preference, but sometimes I like doing either or. So yeah, have fun with it and just enjoy the process of your faux calligraphy journey. So with my A5 dotted notebooks, I usually use 3 horizontal lines as guides for me to place my letters, but also feel free to make your letters bigger or smaller. It really depends on what you're feeling and also the size of your pen. For example, fine tip pens would be great for smaller faux calligraphy letters, whereas pens with larger nibs would tend to produce bigger faux calligraphy words. Whenever I plan my weekly spread, I like drafting everything in pencil. That way it's easy for me to modify if ever I need to change something. And then I finalize with whatever art medium I would like to use for that specific week. So those are the two simple ways on how you can add faux calligraphy to your weekly spreads. Don't forget to tag our social media accounts and our hashtag so we can see your work. Thank you so much for watching. Enjoy your creative journey.